Okay, well that was bizarre. Sorry about that. My stream just timed out for some stupid reason. I don't know why, but let me go and put this back in the chat again. Well, I mean, thankfully at least timed out as we ended the race. But yeah, what a interesting conclusion, shall we say. Tim getting the win, finally his first win of the season. And then the two Aston Martins of Andre and absolutely they got claimed the fall podium places. The driver that finished in 10th that I didn't mention, that I forgot to mention, or did not mention while I was going through that order before I went to the podium celebration, was Mr. Devil. So he claimed his first ever points in this series. So well done to him indeed. But well, I guess maybe this is what the sprint races will do. The sprint race is for the stream though. Cuts out all of a sudden, and then now we just go into part 2. So if you were with us during qualifying, it will be Ree on pole position because he qualified in 10th place. So yeah, it is reverse top 10 from the qualifying session. As I think right now we're just waiting for that to all be sorted out. And I think if anyone wants to do any interviews, I'm probably more than happy to. I think it'll be only just the winners because I don't want to waste too much time doing every single person for the put. No, not that I would not like to get to everyone, I would, but of course it's also really late where I'm at. It's almost 4 a.m. and yeah, I'm also a little bit tired too, of course. Yeah, so right now we're having a bit of a 5-minute break. That's... Oh, it's full reverse grid. Really? Oh, I thought it was top 10. Oh. I could have sworn it was top 10 reverse. Okay. Maybe it was just a change. Yeah, I could have sworn it was top 10 reverse grid from qualifying for the second race. But, oh well. Well, if any of you are on the excuse me, if any of you are watching the stream, I guess hit me up with any sort of comments. Feel free to do so. I like to have a little bit of, I guess, a little bit of company. Anything to try to keep me awake or something. Oh, let's see. What do we got coming up this week? We do have F1 actually coming up this weekend, if I'm correct, yeah. That's Spain. Yeah. After having a bit of a break after the Miami Grand Prix over a week ago. We'll be back at the good old Spain, but without the S. As a lot of the drivers have called that track. Of course, I am intrigued to see how that track will be with that newly reprofiled Turn 10 once we get into F1 22. Everyone's going all mad with the driver roles in the Discord. Good to see that you guys are handling that very well. I'm pretty sure for what this race, we'll have like free tire choice. I'm pretty certain. Not everyone will have to start on the soft tire and whatnot. Yeah, I can't believe you did finish in the top 8 there, Lane. After all that, after that spin. Yeah, I saw you tumble down the ore. I'm guessing you must have had damage or something too in the process. But yeah, no, it was a very quite an interesting race. I mean, that's something I expected though too, because the super sprint races I've watched, including in Monza, was quite chaotic. Oh, okay, thanks for confirming. Yeah, of course, free tire choice. Yeah, I assume that's what it will be. So, let's see how much more variety of strategies will it be. Will it be a lot of drivers going to mediums? Will it be a variety of them going to the mediums and softs? What will it be? Ah, you hit the back of Jack on lap 2 or 3. I think it came out on lap 3. I remember when you went to the pitch. Who was it though that hit him at turn 3 though on the first lap that made him tumble down the order? Yeah, I thought it was 3 because yeah, I remember seeing you go into the pits. You went and you tumbled down the order, of course, because of it. Anyways, well, we shall get ready for the second race, and good luck to you, Lane, and everyone else racing as well. Alright, on to race number 2 here in Austria for the second super sprint race. So, a full reverse grid. Interesting. Yeah, I saw quite a few people had some sort of trouble on the first lap. There were a lot of shenanigans that happened, of course. I'm not going to be surprised if we see the same thing here in the second one, especially this is a reverse grid. Alright, so countdown clock. Tick it away. 10 seconds left to get into the next part of the scene, and then we can get going here in Austria for race number 2 and the final race here in the super sprint format. And also, don't forget your setups. Do not forget it. It's not good driving with no setup on. It's the worst thing imaginable. Alright, well, looks like it didn't take too long then for some of the drivers to get their setups on, I guess. Just saw the countdown clock. This is, we got in about 5 or 10 seconds. And of course, one-stop strategy. The usual, no need to worry about, like, going to the hard tire or whatnot. Of course, tire dig around this place is literally nothing. It's literally nothing. Alright, so it is going to be Honest Crook on pole position, and then Mr. Devil, then Vaughn, Dan the Racer, Dynamite, Conehouse, False, Prezzo, Lane, JJ, then Reedy, Jack, Chich, Ramsey, Andre, Tim, Absolute Unit, Vision, Catchy Crap, and then Banana. Okay, I thought it was top 10 though at first. Alright, let's see what everyone's on. So, top 4 on the soft tire. Dynamite and Conehouse are on the medium tire. Then False on the soft tire. Prezzo on the mediums. Lane is starting on the medium tire. JJ, Reedy, Jack, Chich are starting on soft tires. Ramsey on the mediums. Andre on the mediums. Tim on the mediums. Absolute on the soft tire. Interesting there. So he's going to go aggressive even at the back. of this grid. Vision on the mediums, can't do crap on the mediums, but on the mediums. Of course, the man that started on pole position will start now from last. As the game is brilliant because I am on honest crook and it's having me focus on banana. I love this game so much. And the grid's getting quite slowed up there. Coming through that bit. Alright, well, we're getting onto our having the cars getting onto their grid slot, not our. Why would I say that? Oh, well, what do you know? One stop strategy. Lap 8 to 17 to go from soft to medium. So that's obviously not a surprise now, is it? Obviously, hey, it's like a 25% race. I don't think AWS need to provide me with that information anyway. Alright, well, everyone will be lined up, ready to race for race number 2 here in the Austrian Super Sprint. As Banana will line up onto his position, and we can get this race underway. Alright, here we go. Lights coming on for the second Super Sprint. Lights out and away we go. And I think Mr. Devil gets a good start there. Oh no, I thought he had a good initial start, but no. It's the Alpine of Dan the Racer, and spinning is Mr. Devil. Oh, and more spinning behind. Oh my goodness. This big spins all around. Vision's out of the race. Dynamite's got a 5-second penalty. Virtual safety car has been deployed. 4 or 5 cars just spin there at the exit of turn 1, and now we got a proper safety car now deployed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mr. Devil was the initial driver that spun. Then I saw, I want to say 2 Ferraris. Yeah, it was Dynamite and Jack, and then I saw a Mercedes of, I think it was Ramsey that spun as well. And then someone got damaged as well. There was an end plate that came off of somebody. Wow. Well, didn't even take long. Dan the Racer's going in. He's going to try to get off of those soft tires. Onyx Crook stays out. I think everyone's staying out from the way it looks. Well, apart from someone that got damaged. Was it Lane that got damaged? It must have. It looked like a dark blue end plate that came off. No, it wasn't. Who was it that got damaged? I know there was an end plate. I saw an end plate fly off. Ah, it was Banana. It was Banana. And I think, yeah, Dynamite got... Oh, so there must have been more than that. Right. So Dynamite and Banana had damage. Who had damage? Did Tish have damage too? Let me look at the pit stops. No, it was just... Oh, it was just Banana and Chich. Right. Well, Dynamite had a front wing change too. I literally just saw him have a front wing change. Alright, so Dan the Racer made a strategic stop to go onto the medium tires, and Lane goes from the mediums to the soft tire, and then Chips and Banana and Dynamite had to pit for damage. Everyone else, though, just stayed out. I wonder what happened to Vision, though, because he must have crashed out somehow at turn 1 when I couldn't get a proper camera shot. Maybe. I'd like to know how that happened. Dynamite goes back in. For what? New set of softs, I assume? Oh, he's going back to the mediums. Okay. Right. Well, I mean, you could have gotten a soft tire. Would have carried you easily, I think. Like I mentioned earlier, tire wear is really non-existent around this place. Alright, safety car is coming in this lap. So Honest Kirk will control the field, and he can go whenever he wants. As long as he doesn't brake and accelerate, of course. Actually, let me get the lap thing on the board as well. Forgot about that. Getting temperature into his tires. And then we'll see where he goes. I think he's going now. We're back at the green flag racing. And it's lap 4 of 18 here in Austria. And it's Honest Kirk that leads by just less than half a second, separate between him and Bodhad. And Honest Kirk Kodas nearly had a moment there at the first corner. Heading up towards turn 3. Prezzo, though, is looking a little bit interested to get past the Haas of False. And he goes down the inside into turn 3. And he makes the move done into 5th place. A few other places getting gained. There's Absolute Units trying to get past. It's 3 wide between Tim and maybe 4 abreast even between him, Reedy, and Tim. Absolute Unit was in the middle of all that, and he somehow squeezes his way through. I think, did Tim make contact with Reedy there? I think they made contact there. Oh, dearie me. Reedy, oh my gosh, that is extremely worrisome. He loses 2 positions because of that. Yellow flag, that's for what, Williams? Yeah, well, Williams of Chich. Right now the gap is still, well, actually now it's about 7 tenths, make that 8 tenths. Jack and Cantu Crap battling out at turn 1. Cantu Crap battling with Reedy. He's dropped down to 12th. Absolute Unit. He's getting past Fault for third, for 6 into turn 3, I should say. A lot of shenanigans going on in the midfield. What is going on here? Ramsey and Reedy, they're battling up for 10th place for the final point scoring spot. Shenanigans going back as well as Dan the Racer and Banana. Banana going for a lunge down the inside into turn 4. Trying to get past Andre, and he gets past him before turn 6. Very nicely done there from the McLaren driver. Mr. Devil, I think, is at a moment again, and this time it's at turn 7. That's at the exit of turn 7. He's tumbled down to 19th. As we approach lap 6, DRS is now enabled, and absolutely it's as fast as lap with a 1:60.50. Yellow flags about, I think. Oh, yep, there was yellows. I thought there was. Jack's got a messy front when he's pinned it into the wall at turn 10. And then Kentrograph goes in for damage. Oh dear. Must have been from all that shenanigans that he went through. Lane's game pass Dan the Racer for 13th. One of the drivers that did pit onto the soft tires not too long ago. And we got a VSC down deployed. I guess because of Jack's front wing bits all over the racetrack. So now the drivers have got to be extremely careful to manage their delta and not exceed it, otherwise you get a drive-through penalty. So at least it'll tame the field just a little bit. Now we're back under green flag racing. I think that clock can't go down a little bit sleeping there. Here comes Prezzo though. He got through Absolute Unit. Now he's going to try to get past the Alfa Romeo. As Sid gets past False, that is for 7th place. Kodas going a little bit awkwardly there through turn 9. Prezzo on the back of him. And he has DRS. Kodas forgot to even turn on his DRS. And here he comes, Prezzo down the inside, he gets through into 4th position. He opens the DRS, and here comes Absolute Unit. He has DRS, Konas can do nothing about that. Prezzo to 4th, Absolute Unit up to 5th. Oh, and what's going on up here? Bodod has a bit of a moment there at turn 3. Honest Crook has lost the position too. JJ takes the lead in the race. Honest Crook trying to fight back, but he cannot fight back into turn 4. Absolutely down the inside. Oh, that's tight between the Mercedes and the Aston Martin. Absolutely, though, has the better tires. He gets through. Through 7 and then 8. Brady dropping down a couple of positions there to 11th place. Make that 12th. Behind Andre. Through turn 9 and then turn 10. Dynamite getting past Brady there for 12th. Absolutely, it's that fastest lap with a 1 minute 6:032. Dynamite now counters that with a 1 minute 0.587. Here comes Bodod at DRS. But I think he's got a bit more straight line speed. Oh my goodness, that's a humongous send from Bodod. What was he doing there? And he's been disqualified for multiple penalties accumulated. Oh my, that was a almighty send. And Honest Crook has a moment. Here goes Absolute Unit. He takes the lead of the race. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen someone get disqualified for that. For something like that, I'd say. Tim and JJ battling out. Tim gets past to the 5th. What is going on? JJ, I think, yeah, he's going into the pits. Oh, that was another awkward moment there for Ramsey. Almost runs into the back of the McLaren driver, and that opened the door there for the other McLaren of Banana. And here comes, Dynamite as well, and he gets squeezed into turn 1. My gosh. How much craziness do you need in this race? Dynamite trying to go for a move on Banana, and he can't make the move stick there. Or he can't find any way past the McLaren. As Mr. Devil gets himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh my. Looking good right now at the moment for Dynamite falls to yellow flags. That's for Jack, who has spun at turn 1. And now it says that, Kodas, he's out! Oh, that's at turn 7. Oh, actually turn 8. Honest Crook had a collision with him at turn 8. He got a 5-second penalty for it. Into the pit goes Unit and Prezzo. Banana now takes the lead, and Dynamite's following suit. And remember, Dynamite is on the medium tire, Banana is on the soft tire. And they pitted because of damage on the first lap. Dynamite will have DRS. He closes in. He lifts. He lifts? I thought he would have gone for the move. And look who's also involved in this mix. Lane and Dan the Racer. The drivers that pitted on the first safety car. Here comes Lane to go down the inside into turn 4. He gets through. Yeah, well, there you go. How about that? The drivers that gambled to pit on the first lap are suddenly in the top 5. Tisho was the same story as well, but he's down to 6th place. He's quite a ways back. Yeah, it's on the medium tire. Tim's on the soft. Prezzo, Andre, Cantor Crap, soft tires. But Cantor Crap's obviously is older because he pitted not too long ago. Lane sets fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute 5.492. But unfortunately, he can't really find a way through to get past Ramsey. Andre sets fastest lap. Lane, not close enough to do anything there. He gets all bunched up there from Dynamite. Yellow flags, that's for Jack, he's crashed. That's at turn 7. I think that's the same area that Prezzo crashed as well in the last race. Well, there you go. The two Preslin brothers crashing out of that exact same corner, but in two different races. It was Ramsey there. He is not doing too well. He knows he'll be under threat from Lane because he's on those soft tires. Ramsey ducks into the pits. So obviously Dynamite has he has the pace to get past Banana. I think he's just trying to play the patient game. Although this is going to bring Lane and Dan the Racer to the mix. Now he's going to go for it down the inside into turn 3. Now he gets through, but I think Banana will counterattack with DRS. Yep, there's the rear wing open. But he can't find a way through, at least for now. Or does he go for an outside move? Into turn 4, but he's not close enough. Going after left in session. Fair enough after all that. Let's see here. Dynamite leads. Yellow flags, that's for Dan the Racer. He spun at the exit of turn 8. Gets going again. Oh, that's close. Almost got him absolutely hit it. Now we got yellow flags in sector 2. Yeah, Prezzo gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. As Dan has a bit of an awkward lockup. Now we got sector 3 yellows. Again, that's for Dan the Racer. Well, what's gone from now a 4-way fight for the lead is now gone to a 3-way fight for the lead. False gets a 3-second penalty. JJ getting past False and Dan the Racer for 10th place. Leaders making their way to turn 4 and not close enough to do anything whatsoever. False and JJ still scrapping it out. You see there on the mini map. Leaders making their way through turn 7 and turn 8. See how everything's going here. Dan the Racer trying to get past Falls. Oh, these cars are all bunched up. Falls gets through as Dan the Racer left the door open, and here comes JJ to go around the outside of turn 6. Does he get through here? Oh, that's close. No, I couldn't find a way past him around the outside. Here comes Lane though. Banana does not have DRS, so what does Lane do here? He doesn't go for the move. But does he have DRS again? Or does Banana have DRS this time? No, he does not. Lane does. And he's going to go for it this time. To the inside. Does he get through? The answer is yes. He's into second place. Now his next target will be Dynamite. And he's within DRS range, so if he can close the gap up, he can still be within the fight for the lead. Meanwhile, Can't Do Crap and Prezzo battling out for 7th place. Prezzo on the inside tries to cover up, and he does, at least for now. Andre, oh, these cars are still having themselves a scrap in the back. Yeah, it's still a bit of a scrap here. Ooh, that's definitely a warning there for Reedy, that's for sure. Lane will have DRS on the Ferrari, and the Ferrari is out of battery. You see the flashing red light also on the back of the car. As Tim and I think someone else had a penalty before that. I didn't fail to notice that on the prompt. But oh, it's someone's at a moment there. I think that's Forrest Crook. Yes, it is. At turn 7. Lane has DRS, but he's not close enough to anything. Yeah, probably try to play the long game. Maybe till the last lap he'll go for it. Forrest Crook is still having trouble there at those borders. Hope he's aware of all the cars that's coming through, not to interfere with the leaders. He will be lapped soon. To turn 9. Thankfully he goes in. Thankfully he was coming in when that was happening. Fortunate for Dharma, though, he got the end of DRS because he was in the second of the Haas. Oh, it's late as a moment, but a great catch from him, though. He nearly lost it there at turn 1. Oh, but he's trying to get close, not close enough to get past Dynamite. I think he can still keep up, though, with those soft tires for just a little while longer. Dynamite, he'll definitely be okay with the mediums. He'll definitely make it, obviously. Or he'll have, like, plenty of grip to fight, I should say. Right now the gap is about 0.8 of a second. It's slowly increasing and decreasing. Well, tipsy-turvy pretty much. Chich gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. 2 more laps to go as the leaders cross the line to begin lap 17 of 18 here in Austria. Lane does not have any resources to help them out, as Dynamite has cost himself there for a chance of a win. A 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Honest Crook again has another moment there, I think. No, I'm sorry, that's false. That's the other Haas. Honest Crook's out of the race. Oh, so he crashed out at turn 8. Well, there you go. Sorry if I failed to notice that. Anyways, Ramsey getting past Prezzo there for 7th place. Super say swapping places. Alright, so pretty much all Lane has to do is just stay behind the Ferrari and be within 3 seconds, not make a mistake, and he's got this. And this would be race win number 2 for him. His first win came of the season at the first Super Sprint at Monza. And one of the more dramatic finishes I've seen in that race. Yellow flags again. That is for Canty Crab, who was spun at turn 8, and thankfully gets going again safely. See here, Lane has DRS. Not close enough, though, to do anything whatsoever. Has DRS again. Obviously won't be close enough, but of course he doesn't need to do anything. He can just stay behind Dynamite, and, well, he's got this. Meanwhile, the two Mercedes again squabbling at turn 3. Prezzo overshooting turn 3, and that's opened the door for Ramsey, who has DRS, and he should be able to get through, and just about get through. Well, another chaotic race. Not a surprise. Chich gets a penalty. But in the end, it is Lane Everingham who sees the flag, and he will take the win here in Austria for race number 2. Kept out of trouble and worked his way up to the front after being on the first lap of the safety car. Well done. But on a claim 2nd place, and Dynamite, I'm sure he's kicking himself. A potential win he had squandered by a 3-second time penalty. Absolutely, it will finish in 4th place. Tim in 5th, Chich in 6th, Prezzo in 7th, Andre in 8th, Ramsey in 9th, and JJ rounds out the final point scoring finishes. So Absolute Unit does extend a little bit of his championship lead to his rival, Cantu Crab. So it's False, Dan the Racer, Reedy, Cantu Crab, and then Mr. Devil. And there we are. Not too bad. Really good race to watch, I'd say. And not surprised, Bernard getting driver of the day. Obviously starts from 20th, goes to finish in 2nd. But in the end, it's the man on top, Lane Everingham, taking race win number 2. And a 2nd win in the Super Sprint format as well. 1 in race 1 in Monza, 1 in race 2 here in Austria. but I'm in second, and then Dynamite finishing in third. And here are the unofficial results for race number 2. Lane Everingham takes the win, followed by Banana, Dynamite, Absolute Unit, Tim, Chich, Prezzo, Andre, Ramsey, JJ, Falls, Dan the Racer, Reedy, Canty Crap, Mr. Devil. And then there are the rest of the other drivers as Honest Crook, Jack, Conhouse, Bono, who got disqualified from the race, finishes 19th, and then Vision rounds it off the rest of the guys that, well, DNF'd. Wow. Maybe late for me where I'm at, but I guess that might have woke up, made my morning a little bit. Just watching this sort of racing, I guess. We'll see if we can get the winners from both of the super sprints in, and we will get podium interviews underway. So, or winner interviews underway, I should say. I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, we'll see if they want to join. Maybe just for a little bit, have a little bit of company. Well, that was quite interesting indeed. Whew! Hello, Lane.
Hello, Cody.
Oh, I have you on. Hang on, let me change my audio settings just real fast. I had my output device on my TV amplifier.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, instead of like the audio coming through my speakers, or my headset, I should say. But well, that was quite an adventurous race for you there. First race, you had a bit of trouble, but you worked your way back to 8th. Second race, you took advantage of the safety car, and then you just basically kept out of trouble. Yeah. What was your experience throughout that entire event? How was it for you?
Pretty intense, I'd say. This super sprint format creates close, action-packed racing, and it gets very intense during the races. And I was in the party with quite a few drivers. There was quite a bit of chatter all the way through the event. It was quite interesting to listen to. But yeah, it was sort of a race of a whole heap of highs and lows, I suppose. Qualifying went all right. I was hoping to start outside the top 10 so I could start on whatever tyre I wanted to.
Yeah.
For the first race.
Yeah.
And started on the medium tyre. Tried to keep out of trouble, but unfortunately, trouble sort of found me through turn 3 on a couple of occasions early in the race, and I got in trouble, and I had to pit for a new front wing, put on soft tyres, and I spun again at, I think it's turn 7 with that auto spin curve on the inside.
Oh, that's where you touched it, eh? Okay.
Yeah, just rode it a bit awkwardly, and whoopsie, away she goes, and I lost even more time. But then, after recovering and keeping out of trouble, safety car came out, and that changed everything. Quite a few drivers got in trouble, and I didn't, and I ended up finishing 8th for the first race. And the second one, starting from 9th, again I wanted to start on the medium compound tyres, so then if there was an early safety car I could put on the soft tyres, and that's exactly what happened on the first lap. Got in, put on soft tyres. Banana did the same thing. I think he was behind me with damage, I think. Dynamite had to pit as well, but he was on soft tyres, so he had to box for mediums. And I think Dan was also in the same boat too, but he was on the mediums, I think. I can't quite remember.
At the
But
start,
basically,
at the start, you're talking about, right? For Dan?
after he pitted, was he on the
He
soft tire?
he was on the soft tire at the start.
He was on the soft tire.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, it was basically us four make our way up through the pack on fresh tires, and eventually everyone had to pit, or those who didn't pit crashed out during the race. And eventually it was just us four at the front of the field.
Yeah.
And I got by Dan, and then Dan lost it at turn 8. He spun into the gravel and dropped down a few places. So then it was just me, Banana, and Dynamite. I got by Banana into turn 4 after he somehow didn't get DRS. He was talking about it when I was overtaking him. He was 9/10 behind, but he didn't get any DRS down that straightaway, so I passed him into turn 4. And I was following Dynamite for the rest of the race. I could get close, but I would make some little mistake and I would lose a tenth or two. I made a fairly big one at turn 1 that almost took me out of the race.
Yeah,
I managed to catch it.
I know, I saw that. That was, yeah, I had a heart in my mouth moment when I saw that.
So did I. Just car went and I didn't touch the brake or the throttle. I just tried to steer the thing because I've got ABS turned on. So
Right.
when you hit the brakes to try and straighten the car up, the ABS don't allow that to happen. So
Yeah.
you have to try and steer the thing out of your problems. And fortunately, the car gripped up and it did steer out of the slide, and I was able to get going again. And then Dynamite got a penalty at the exit of turn 1. According to him, he lost the back end after turn 1, and he was trying to catch it. He ran a bit wide, and he got a warning and a 3-second time penalty. So I think the stewards will be looking into that. But I'll be quite happy to finish in second place after an event like that, where we had so much drama, so much action. To come home in second would be nice, but right now I've got my second win of the season. So
Yeah, well, at least provisionally.
both in sprint races.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You got the first one at Monza Super Sprint Race 1, if I remember. But
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, no, definitely not wrong there about like how close the racing was. It's obviously close, and everyone's just fighting for position. It was just,
Yeah.
it's quite insane when you look at it. And of course, there are more incidents as I thought there would be, of course, knowing how it is. Yeah.
And it's a Red Bull ring. We're bound to see something. So
Oh yeah. Probably the biggest one. Besides like there was the biggest one I saw like crashes wise. I saw the dramatic conclusion with Jack and Falls at the final lap, race 1, and then obviously turn 1 at the start of the race. That was all started by Mr. Devil.
I got by that, and I looked backwards, and it was just carnage. There were people facing the wrong direction everywhere. Like, no one was facing the right way. I'm like, what on earth happened at the end of turn 1? And I went around the long way to avoid it, and I did not know there is a massive bump in the runoff area. My car went airborne for a good 2 or 3 tenths, and I got scared. I thought I was going to end up in the barrier, but fortunately the car again gripped up, and I was able to drive away. Then I look backwards and I see what happened. Like, ooh, thank goodness I avoided that.
I noticed the vision was out of the race too in that first corner, but I don't think I had a camera angle that caught that. Like, did you see what happened?
Not quite. No, I was past that point. I only flicked back a couple of times, so I only took a few quick glances, but I'm not at all surprised that people were taken out at turn 1. It's a very common place to get taken out. Lap 1, turn 1 at Austria. It's very fast, very difficult to go side by side through. So, yeah, I'm not surprised someone got taken out, but
and then
it happens.
And that seemed, and then Bonnet, he made the biggest send I have literally ever seen coming at turn 3.
He got disqualified for it.
Yeah, he got disqualified for it. I was
he got 25 seconds worth of penalties and he got disqualified. So he must have cut the track 5 times through one corner. I don't understand how that works. But...
I don't know either. I thought it was just giving maybe 3 seconds.
Actually, you can get 10-second time penalties. So maybe he got 2 10s and a 5. I don't know.
I don't know how that would work. He probably got the 3 for cutting the corner and then the 10 probably for the seeing track limits. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He got 25 and he got disqualified. According to him, he was trying to avoid JJ, I think it was.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was JJ.
he decided to cut the track rather than, collide with the car in front. We rather jokingly said, "Well, Bodod, why would you do such a reckless thing and cut the track? You should have just hit the car in front of you. That would have been more legal." What's wrong with that?
Oh, give a little bump draft, a little NASCAR bump draft, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. Like, good old bump draft where the speed difference is over 100 kilometers an hour or something. It would be great.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
he was trying to do the right thing, trying to get out of the way, and yeah, unfortunately the game said, "Nope, disqualification for you." So.
Yeah. Well, next week we've got Singapore.
Marina Bay.
Yeah, Marina Bay. I just raced there too a few days ago. Obviously, I know. Obviously, you know my opinion about it, but how do you feel about going to that race, racing-wise, of course?
It's gonna suck.
That's one way of putting
I know
it.
for a few weird people, they really like Singapore. I don't quite understand why they like Singapore, but I respect their opinion. I hate the track. It's just so long. That's the problem with Singapore. It's long.
It's
31
long.
laps around there is long. In the dry, if it's wet, oh dear Lord, if it's wet.
Oh,
if
it's wet, I'm gonna have a long.
It's gonna be a
night.
long stream. It's gonna be a very long stream.
It's gonna be about 2 hours.
Probably,
Which would be like a full quali session and a 50% race if it were normal. But yeah, yeah, for a 3.15 miles. Yeah, for a track like that, like with that track being so technical too, it's just amazing how it's so long in terms of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I guess we could end the questions there. But congrats to you, well, for now at least, provisionally, on your second race win. And that will wrap it up. So next week we've got another action of DBS to come. So until then, I've been K1997. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you for round 11 of the championship at the Marina Bay Street Circuit for the Singapore Grand Prix. So hopefully it won't be too long when we do it. Please no rain, racing gods.
Well, it's up to them.
Yeah, it is up to them, I agree. Until then, it's farewell.